What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? It's your boy Chris with my guy Clarence. This is the post-game live show. We got a lot to get into. We're gonna recap this game against the Buffalo Bills. Let's talk Chiefs.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
There it is. Oh, that's not it.
Yeah. Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tune in every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chiefs podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Chris style. Out here rapping for the crew. Post-game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post-game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? It's your boy Chris We got a lot to talk about, man. Post-game talk, man. Recap the game against the Buffalo Bills. But before we do that, what's up, Clarence?
What's going on with it?
Nothing, man. You know.
Nothing, man. You sad.
You know, I'm a little sad, but because I wanted that W, man.
Man, look.
But we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna help you out with some therapy tonight.
We're gonna get into it. I don't need no. I'm good. I'm straight. But before we get into that, I want to welcome in our guest. He's been on the show a few times. My guy Ty from Sportstalk with T. What's going on, Ty?
What's up? Yeah, I think I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not really that worried after this loss. I'm going to be 100% honest.
All right, cool.
I'm chilling.
For sure, man. That's what I like to hear. Positivity after a loss, man.
Absolutely.
Let's get it. But before we get into the game, we always do. Shout out Every Morning Quarterback, collaboration with Arrowhead Chief Podcast. If you look down at the bottom, you'll see the website that you can go to, emqpodcast.com/locker-room. You go to that website and you can find our podcast, Arrowhead Chief Podcast, but you can also see other podcasts. They got a Chargers one, they got a Patriots one, a Buffalo one. They got all different podcasts on there, and they also have their own podcast, Every Morning Quarterback. You can check them out. They talk about everything league wide, and they got one where they give you betting tips for the week. So check them out, give them a follow, subscribe on their YouTube channel, and give them a shout out. All right, fellas, let's talk about it, man. The Kansas City Chiefs lose 24-20 to the Buffalo Bills, man. How we feeling?
I'm more hurt that the Braves got bumped out than I am about this loss. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle of attrition. Yeah. We've seen this last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the regular season, and last year was a lot worse than what happened today. And the Bills, they had to throw their best game plan at this team in order to win. You know what I'm saying? So, hats off to them. Let them enjoy this week. It's okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm not too worried after this loss. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was saying that. I'm just worried about the tackles. Me and Chris were talking about that before the show, but the way the defense played, holding them to only 24 points with, we talked about it. DiCaprio Boodle had to play some snap. Joshua Williams' first start. So there was a lot of factors into this defense, and they actually played pretty well, considering we're without Trent McDuffie, Rashad Fenton, even though he's been playing terrible, still a loss. Obviously having some experience, especially going up against this Buffalo team. So I'm not 100% worried about this loss at all. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I agree, man. Of course, I wanted to dub just for more so for I know how this week is going to go on national media. Everybody's going to say Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league now, and this proves it. And, it hurts more because the last thing they see is what? Mahomes throwing a pick.
Yeah.
So now all this solidifies it. But I still feel like we got the best quarterback in the league. I
Me
still feel
too.
like this team is still one of the best teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to hold them to 24 points, like Ty said, with backups initially, just L'Jarius Sneed was probably is the only starter, and Jalen Watson has been a pleasant surprise with a 7th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually played really well this season.
Mm-hmm.
But Joshua Williams, I'm not going to kill him too much. The
Mm-hmm.
first touchdown he gave up from Gabe Davis, a little bit of push off, but he was always right there. And even the Stephon Diggs, if he gets his head around, has a little bit more awareness, he might not get that touchdown. So I'm not going to kill Joshua Williams too much on this. And I kind of blame. I can throw this a little bit at Spags if he wasn't blitzing so much, get blitz heavy, and give some help. You got
Mm-hmm.
a new starter. He's young. He's
Right.
a rookie.
Right. Right.
This is his first game, and he's playing against
Right.
the Buffalo Bills. This is not.
Right.
We're not playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars or something like that. We're playing against a
Exactly.
good team. So yeah, and Spags made his adjustments in the second half. He did do that.
Mm-hmm.
He finally was like, okay, let me stop blitzing so much and let me get some coverage towards Joshua Williams' way. So all in all, I see good things coming from this that we could build from and go through the whole season with.
Right. Right. I
Yep.
agree. I agree. That's
So
why I'm not too broken up about it. Like we always talked about how the Chiefs beat themselves, and
yeah,
this just wasn't. I mean, if you want to say, okay, well, Patrick's picks, but okay, yeah, I mean, the Bills. I mean, what can you say, man? Last year they blew us out in the regular season. Like this is their Super Bowl. This is what they built up for all off season was just
The
to beat
revenge game.
yeah, you know what I mean. So it is what it is, man. You know what I
right,
mean. The losses that we projected preseason and start a training camp, everything like that. Like it's one of those losses. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
I hear you. I feel you. I agree. I agree. All right, man. Before we're gonna start with things that were good. Now, even though he threw 2 picks, I still feel like Patrick Mahomes had a relatively good game. He was getting the ball around, spreading it around, making plays when he had to. When the pocket was breaking down, he made some amazing throws. And you know, like I said, other than those 2 picks, I think
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes had a
Yep.
relatively good game. Of course, the pick in the end zone, you don't, in the red zone, you'd rather him throw that ball away. We get
Yeah.
3 points right there. That could be the difference, in this game. And then that
Mm-hmm.
last interception, maybe he should have just threw it to the dirt at Sky's feet. You still got 3 more downs. It's fourth
Yep.
down territory. So live to see another down. So
Mm-hmm.
and that's just how Mahomes is. He wants to
He
he
wants to
wants to
make
get
every
it.
play.
Yeah, he wants to get it, and I get all that. But sometimes you just gotta live to see another down, and he knows that. So
Yeah.
and me and Ty was talking about this before the show started that if this is the playoffs, I don't think he makes that throw.
Yep. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Like I think he throws it to the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives to see another down because he knows the importance. See, the thing about the Chiefs is that we've been in these games so much that I think that when it comes to the regular season, I think, of course, I feel like Andy plays a lot of stuff close to the vest. Like he's not going to give you the great plays. He's saving that for later. But
Yep.
he's going to bring out the playbook against these type of teams, of course. But he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to give you the playoff
Yeah. The
playbook.
playoff playbook. Yeah.
So I do think that once we get and I saw some great things today. Especially in the passing game, Juju
Juju. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
made plays today, and this is what we've been waiting for. Juju finally getting that number one look, looking like a number
Yep.
one receiver. He made some plays, caught a ball, broke 2 tackles from 3 defenders, and took it to the house. Like That's what we want to see. And even the other play that he broke and got all the way down to like the 10-yard line. Like Juju was making plays today, and that's what we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And also, Travis being Travis. Travis had 8 catches, 108 yards. Would I love him to be in the end zone? Of course. But hey, that's splitting hairs right there. He got catches and he was dominant today. There was no answer for Travis Kelce,
especially on third down. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
not Matt Milano, not Trey Edmonds, not none of them.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
And then he may not have the yards, but I felt Miko made big plays today, man. He made some big plays, and
Made a couple big plays.
He's continuously look. Is Miko gonna give you? He may give you 1 or 2 100-yard games, but this is probably the area that Miko is going to live in. He's going to give you 40 to 50 to 60 yards, a couple catches, maybe a touchdown, maybe an end around, swing pass or something like that. He's going to be that guy, and he will make a few plays here and there. And I'm not mad at, I'm okay with this role for Miko Hardman because this has been his role for the past 2 years, and I just feel like it's expanded. Now there's no Tyreek Hill.
Exactly. He's more opportunities for sure.
Absolutely.
So those are my things, that were good. You guys got anything else?
No, I think I agree with all 3 of them, especially the Juju one. I really thought Juju showed up today. I really thought you could tell that he learned the offense now. He's definitely 100%. Him and Patrick Mahomes have built that chemistry. So I'm excited for Juju Smith-Schuster in the future.
I am too. I agree.
Yeah.
Now, we got to talk about it. Things that are bad.
A lot.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lot.
I don't think it's a lot either. Spags. Now, one thing I want Spags to do is he got to know the room.
But hold on though. Should he switch up from what he does on a normal basis to cater to the lack of experience for those DBs, or is it okay? This is week 6. We got young guys that need to learn our scheme under fire because late December they need to be able to play at the level of a playoff caliber team, a division winning team. Defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you change your scheme, just because Joshua Williams doesn't have that experience? You know what I'm saying? Or would you rather him gain that experience and see what top guys do at from jump off the line when they get to the top of their route, how they feel, how they move, you know what I'm saying? Like the shakes. It's better to get this experience now. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably didn't project Joshua Williams ever having to be in this situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or Watson having to play. Yeah. And Watson having to be called up to fill those roles like that. You know what I'm saying? So to have those guys in there, you know what I mean? Like, let them get that experience and take these lumps. Because it's a young team all across the board. There's youth. You dig? So I like the idea. You know what I'm saying? And this team is not far from where they need to be. You dig? Like, if they stay healthy, you talking about a team in December that's a playoff caliber football team and ready to go. And they playing their best football, and they the best team in the AFC. We've seen what Cincy is now. We know what Buffalo is. You know what I'm saying? We know what the entire AFC South is. I mean, hey, we know what the North is. Like, that entire AFC North is a mess. We know what the AFC West is like. It's Buffalo and Kansas City, and I think Kansas City is just leaps and bounds ahead of them.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
No, I agree. I actually agree. I agree with you. I only reason why I say Spags is this is like, okay, yes, Joshua Williams, he has to be out there and he has to learn. But I would like him to make those adjustments a little bit earlier. Right. If you see your guy out there getting killed like that, I mean, kudos to Joshua Williams because he's a rookie And those type of plays can kill the confidence of a rookie. And now he's down on himself. Now he's not as focused. Now every time he sees a guy one-on-one, he's, it can mess his mind up. There's a thin line of, somebody, getting burnt a few times, and their whole career is over. Like, they're never the same again.
Right.
So I would, after the Gabe Davis one, he was Spags like, all right, let me chill on the blitzing a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me swing coverage to him and help my man out. Because we saw this in the first game when we played Cincinnati last year, when Shavarius is not a rookie, but the whole point was Shavarius was getting cooked by Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And it took and Spags just kept him in one-on-one, and was like on third and what was it, like 20 or something like that?
Oh yeah. When
he sent they went zero blitz and sent the whole house.
Yeah,
the war was this close.
Yeah,
I mean, it was game of inches, my lord. Oh,
and if you look at some of those plays in Joshua Williams, the Gabe Davis, he kind of gave him a little nudge, a little push off to get the separation, and then even the Stephon Diggs, if he turns his head just a little bit earlier, he probably swats it away or makes a play on the ball.
Or makes a play on the ball, yeah.
So, but did y'all notice one thing? Did you notice Watson today? Did you notice Jalen Watson today?
No, he's balling.
They didn't call his name, right? But remember last week against Devontae, he was getting cooked over there a little bit with having a difficult time with Devontae. Remember the PI and all of that? Like, these are the learning progressions of these young guys. You know what I'm saying?
I thought was getting cooked more than him, but
Fenton was getting cooked more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I mean,
I hear you though.
World's better to have the rookies going through that than to have a vet that may be at a point where you can't really tell him shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he a vet and he been there. He got a ring. He was on that Super Bowl winning team. Like, Fenton's been there a minute now. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just saying that you got to look at every aspect of. He hard headed. He don't know how to turn his head around, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all heard that video, man?
Yeah.
You don't turn your head around.
Yeah, he has a problem with turning his head around.
He do.
I just think Spags is stubborn. Look, I agree with what you're saying, Clarence, and I think you're absolutely right. It is good to get that learning experience now instead of them getting cooked in a playoff game, no doubt. But I thought going into this game, when I'm looking at it, I was thinking you got to have a lot of too high safety looks, a lot of cover two, and obviously the blitz was working a little bit, making Josh Allen uncomfortable. So I just think he's a little bit stubborn, and it takes him a minute to make the adjustment because he thinks his way is going to eventually work.
Right. He trusts the hell out of his guys, though.
He does.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And I respect that. Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I respect the hell out of that. You trust your guys. Because he's in practice and he sees it. You know what I'm saying? So he knows he knows what he sees, and he probably thought it was going to translate in the game. And like I said, kudos to Josh Williams on this.
Yeah.
After getting burnt those 2 times, he still kept his head on the swivel. He still made some plays after that.
Absolutely.
He was making some tackles. He broke up some passes. Like, he was doing all right after those things. And you want to see that resilience from a young corner like that. Because corner is one of the hardest positions.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Other than probably quarterback, that's probably the hardest position to play because you are literally on an island one-on-one. The rules are
especially
made for
in today's
you not
NFL.
to succeed.
Yeah.
The rules are made for you not to succeed. They want you to get touchdowns caught on you because they want the casual fan to sit and watch.
And think about this too. So that was the 99 play drive, right? When Gabe 99 when Gabe caught that TD. So starting that drive out when they was backed up, it went zone, and Josh was just picking them apart. They was in a zone coverage, and then they finally got that man when they started getting into the red zone. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when they was able to hit him over the top. So, I mean, for what it's worth too, like I remember, it was to the right side of Josh Allen but I can't remember who the receiver was. But they was back in a zone, and you saw, I think it was Diggs run like a little in route, and he just sat in between that pocket and just kept moving more towards the inside. And Josh found him as he was coming inside because he saw the zone and he was just like, okay, I'm gonna find a pocket and just sit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
just like
part
Travis
of that too
Kelce
was
does.
just part of that strategy. You know, you sit there too long and give Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes that time, they'll kill you. They will kill you.
I agree. Which brings me to my other bad. Now look, they getting pressure like a mug, but I need more sacks, buddy. I need Chris Jones. I need Carlos Dunlap. I need Karlaftis, whoever, Dana, all of them. We need to get to the quarterback, man. We got to affect. You saw on the other side Von Miller making plays when his defense needed him the most, and that's what I need from this defensive line. Chris Jones, you one of the best, and like I said, they're getting pressure. They are getting pressure on the quarter. They're just not getting home, and I need them to get home a lot more.
I agree with that.
I definitely need them to get home a lot more.
Yeah, a lot of times when we're getting sacks, a lot of times it's on blitz.
Yeah,
very rarely is
it's just a 4-man, 3-4-man rush.
Yeah, it's not getting home at all.
And when you got a quarterback like a Josh Allen, he's gonna pick you apart.
Yeah,
like Clarence just said. So
that's the key to playing the zone. You got to have a pass rush because if you don't, they're gonna have all day, and they're just gonna pick you apart.
Another thing, and this is more so affected by missing key players. The run defense. Singletary hasn't been having a good year all year, and we made him look like he was the second coming of Barry Sanders today. Like he was rushing all over us. Now, if he was just rushing all over us, but the receivers weren't playing too good, I would take that. But when they both clicking, I don't, that's not a good thing, because that takes pressure. That takes pressure off of Josh Allen when they're running the football effectively. So now he can hit you over the top of the head with a play action pass. The safeties are going to creep up more. It just causes a lot more problems. Where in the beginning of the season, we were actually stopped. Now I think that has a lot to do with not having Willie Gay.
I was just going to say that. Like,
if Willie Gay was in the game, this was the game that we really need. We missed Willie Gay's sideline to sideline.
Absolutely.
And Nick Bolton's been good. Darius Harris, he's done very good for what we've asked him to do to be the fill in. But if we had Willie Gay in this game, I don't think they would be able to get those runs off like they've been getting.
No, not the ones to the perimeter. No, absolutely.
Yeah, the perimeter runs.
Just like last week when we played, I don't think Josh Jacobs gets off like he got off as much. So I'm happy we're getting Willie Gay back next week.
Yeah.
So we definitely need him. We miss his presence because he brings energy too to that defense.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
He brings a different level of energy, and we definitely going to need that going forward. My other thing, and this is something that definitely needs to change on defense, turnovers, man. We need to get some turnovers, man. Yeah, we got that one, but that was more so on Josh Allen.
Self-inflicted one.
But we need somebody to step up, make a play on the ball, interception, a fumble, something. We need to start getting turnovers to get the offense more possessions.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference in this game. Pat made more turnovers than Josh Allen. Josh had that one fumble. Pat had the 2 picks.
Yeah,
and that's the difference in winning in these tight games. That's the difference in winning and losing the game. So that's definitely something that L'Jarius Sneed, Juan Thornhill, Reed. That's why we brought him here. We need guys who can make plays on the ball and get extra possessions for this offense.
Definitely.
So,
No doubt about that.
so yeah. Now on offense, run game.
No doubt.
You
Yeah.
know, and I don't think Clyde had a bad game. I just don't think he got a lot of touches. Like he was getting
They
like
don't.
four. He was getting like 4 yards a
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah.
Isaiah Pacheco was getting
Right.
4
4 yards.
and a half.
Yeah, he was
Right.
getting. I just think that if they just balanced it out a little bit more, slowed the game down a little bit more, make that defense a little bit more tired.
I agree. I truly think that the production that the overall production for that room is going to be what we see each week of one guy maybe getting 7 carries, another guy getting 3 or 4,
Mm-hmm.
the other guy maybe grabbing 2. Like that Tampa game was just it screamed for it, and for some reason they stuck with it, which
Mm-hmm.
that should have been the MO in this game too. But
Yep.
sometimes Andy and EB like they just got to give it to 15 to let him throw him either to a W or to a L. It
Yeah,
just comes with the territory, I guess.
and you
I
know
would give
what?
him more balance though.
I want more balance
I
too,
think
but
so
at
too.
the
Yeah.
end of the day, you're not gonna be mad if 15 has the ball in his hand.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
absolutely not.
Because
No.
he makes more good happen
Yeah,
than bad.
yeah.
Exactly.
So and he bails us out. He bailed us out in a few plays today. That probably should have been a sack. So I get what Andy Reid did, but I agree with y'all. We just need a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more balanced attack. You know what I'm saying? I've
Mm-hmm.
always
Yep.
said this. I don't need Clyde to be 100-yard rusher. I just need him to move the chains, or
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Pacheco, or Jared McKinnon. Whoever has the
Mm-hmm.
hot hand for that game, you play
Mm-hmm.
that guy and you run the football
Mm-hmm.
with that guy.
That's yep.
Mm-hmm. 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 This would have been a perfect game for Pacheco. Like you could see
Yep.
He was
the
getting it.
opportunities he had. Like he was aggressive enough to set a tone that would have carried them the entire game against that defense, because that defense thought they was just gonna punk them at every turn. Matt Milano just flying all over the field, and
Mhm.
yeah, they definitely needed to let Pacheco do his thing tonight. Like
Because like
that.
that one run with Clyde when he ran to
Mm-hmm.
the outside, Matt Milano
Mm-hmm.
sniffed that out. I think
Yep.
Pacheco or McKinnon gets
Yeah.
that.
Breaks that tackle.
I think he
Yeah.
gets past
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I think it's just pick and choosing their spots and who they use for certain stuff. If you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do up the middle, yeah, you give it to Clyde or you give it
Mm-hmm.
to Pacheco. You want to hit the outside stretches and stuff like that, you
McKinnon.
give it to McKinnon.
Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah.
pass the ball, you give it to McKinnon or you give it to Clyde. So it just, like I said, they still trying to get this thing together, trying to get this offense right,
All these pieces.
and it's not much to complain about.
Right.
When you get Juju doing what he's doing, or
Yeah.
you get Travis being Travis, and maybe it don't be McCall, but it be MVS,
Yep.
or it be
Yep.
Justin
Yep.
Watson, Sky Moore, it be Justin
Yep.
Watson,
Yep.
if that third guy, or it be Clyde or Pacheco or McKinnon, that's what this
Mm-hmm.
offense should be predicated on. Travis is going to be Travis.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But if we can get Juju to be consistent like that, which he's relatively been consistent this season,
Right.
but if we can get him closer to like 90 to 100 yards a game, and then we get one more guy making plays, this offense is going to be fine.
No
This
doubt.
offense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and the last thing, red zone offense. When we go against teams like this, you got to convert in the red zone.
Yep.
I can tell you how to fix that. It's
Hit-
number
hit-
88.
It's Jody Fortson.
It's 88.
No doubt.
You give him that opportunity, you let that big body run slants and run people off to clear it out for Trav, or put him out there. They've seen it enough, so they're automatically saying they may key on 88 and allow the running game to get going a little bit more in the red zone, but definitely 88, man. Like, he is a matchup nightmare, dog.
He
Why
is.
him not getting more opportunities down there? It it baffles my mind. Like, how are y'all not giving him the looks and the reps? Like, he's too much of an issue. He is a problem. Jody is a problem, dog.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, got burners on him. You know what I'm saying?
He's a receiver in a tight end's body.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
put him out. You seen Trevor scored last week when he was out there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog.
He cleared that out for Travis.
Yes, man. Give him that look.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to see Jody get more opportunities, especially across the middle. Hit him with more slants. He's a big body dude. Maybe even throw up a couple 50-50 balls for him.
Thank you.
Like he did to MVS.
Yeah, he's an athlete. The dude is an athlete. So he can make those type of catches. So, yeah, I agree. Sometimes I just wonder, you know, and I get why Reed does some of the things he do, especially with Sky Moore. I get it. It's a complicated scheme. Right. The receiving, you know, it's a timing type of, you know, offense. So you got to be at this spot at this time because Pat is going to throw it. He's going to throw it down. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got to know where Juju's running, and you got to know where Miko's running, and you got to know where MVS is running. So, and Travis. So I get it. I get it why he spoon feeds them and slowly paces the rookies along. But I would like him to help Sky get more confidence, put a couple packages for him to, you know, get some plays in to build that confidence to say, hey, okay, we're going to reward you. You've been looking good in practice. Boom, let's hit you with this slant. Or let's hit you with this five. Let's hit you with this out route.
Just set them up for success.
Let me hit you with this jet sweep. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want, you know, and it probably happened. You know, after the bye week, he might unleash him a little bit more. So we'll see. So, I mean, that's all I got for something bad and something good. You guys got anything else?
I'll add Andrew Wiley to the list. He's getting beat like a drum today. He got beat like a drum pretty much all year, besides maybe that Tampa game.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't Big Zeus today,
so
Chris can't say it was Big Zeus. Big Zeus did his thing against Vaughn today.
Big Zeus had a couple plays, but we ain't gonna harp on that. It was all Wiley.
He was a solid. He played solid today.
Wiley was worse. Let's put it to you like that. No, I get it. You know, Von Miller's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're you know, you're gonna lose more times out of 10 if you're facing somebody like Von Miller. Yeah. He's the second coming of Derek Thomas. So
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So, but Wiley, it's time to suit up Lucas Niang. And
and I don't know why everybody was so. I don't know why everybody was so down on Niang. Like when he was out there last year, like he was solid.
I thought
he did what he was supposed to do at that right tackle. Like I don't understand why so many people hated him.
He got better as we got more comfortable.
Yeah, but there's so many people hating on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like he is far better than what we got at that position right now. Like
exactly.
Wiley was best last year as a swing guy, not to be your every down starter. You know what I mean? Like put Niang back out there when he ready.
And I'd rather see Niang having holding penalties than see Patrick Mahomes getting sacked.
Exactly. Yeah,
because you might be able to get away with a couple of holds here and there. I mean
they hold every play.
You notice the trend now. These quarterbacks are having hand issues because when pressure is coming and the ball is getting out, these defenders is getting their hands up and they slapping at the ball. This is what's causing all these hand injuries. Like you saw it down in Miami today, where that kid had to come out the game. Like it's happening a lot. It happened today to Pat, where the guy got his hand up and hit his hand. Like
Zach's still out from that too.
Yeah. Bring the Niang back, man. Quit playing.
Yeah, I agree. It can't get no worse. It can't get no worse.
Right, exactly.
It can't get no worse. Can't get no worse. Because when we play the Raiders again, like Max Crosby finna whoop on them again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Lex Crowds beat him like a drum last week.
When we play the Chargers, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna happen again. They know where to get their money at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get paid just off of 77 alone. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, dog.
He like coach. He like coach. Put me on the right side. Put me on the right side.
Let me get this bonus check this year. Hey, let me get 77 today. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit my bonus, bro.
So yeah, I agree, Ty. Yeah, Andrew Riley was bad today. And yeah, they definitely need to put Lucas Niang up in there, man.
Yep.
Well, at the end of the day, look, Chiefs Kingdom, it's nothing to be, I know we want a W. We always want to win. But you ain't going to win them all. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to feel good to know that this team held up against the team that everybody is crowning the Super Bowl champion. They already got the Super Bowl ready for them. They got the title with Buffalo.
They got the rings made.
Yeah, everything. Buffalo's name on it, ready to go. They got the MVP.
Parade scheduled.
They got the MVP award ready for Josh Allen to give it to him. So
they want to bad too.
But
they want to crown them bad.
But look,
yeah, they do.
But look, let's see how Buffalo responds. Remember how they responded last year when they beat us?
Yeah,
they were up and down. They lost to Jacksonville the week after that.
Yep.
So let's see if they, gave all to this game right here, and now they're gonna go out
last year,
and then they can think they can just cruise to the rest of the season, and win games, and they're gonna get beat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying let's see how they respond. Just because
I think it's gonna happen. They're gonna lose some games they shouldn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So,
I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting to see how they react to this and see how they respond to now. They are going to be considered the top team. They are the ones, them and the Eagles,
the team to beat.
The team to beat. We're headed
for the top team last year after they beat us. Let them tell it.
So yeah,
we seen this story before.
Yep.
And like I said, once it matters, once we get McDuffie back,
we'll be good.
We'll get McDuffie. He could be on Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? We'll feel comfortable with McDuffie on Diggs because I know what McDuffie is. McDuffie is a baller. I know. I see it. So
I seen enough in the Arizona game.
And then you get Jalen Watson. He's the third corner because he's probably going to take snaps away from Fenton eventually.
Hopefully.
So, yeah. This is all right. I'm cool.
They fine, man.
We'll get Willie Gay back. It's just that pass rush. We need
bye week coming up in 2 weeks.
We need somebody to step up in that pass rush. We need some sacks.
We need Brian Burns.
Yeah, I would love to get Brian Burns. But I would settle for a Montez Sweat or somebody like that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
He said,
I don't know. Hey, you just never know what they looking at. Like, this is what we need to try to do. They may stay pat. You know what I'm saying? They may not do anything.
That's probably most likely to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Carlos Dunlap could get more time on the field though. Like, while they playing. Yeah, Carlos Dunlap needs to be on the field more than what he is because the game changes along that defensive line when Carlos is on the field. It's a totally different vibe. And a totally different energy. Yes.
No, I agree. I think, Carlos was definitely trying to work himself back into football shape. He didn't do no training camp, So I think these first few games was kind of his training camp. So I think definitely probably see a lot more out of him. George is doing really good for what he's supposed to do, as a rookie. He's getting pressure. One thing he needs to learn is containment, especially with a running quarterback like a Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's got that high motor, so he over pursuits, and Josh Allen just steps up and goes. So that's the one thing. Frank is, I actually like the way Frank has been playing this year, man. Frank has been all right. He's been getting to the quarterback. or he'll just be right there at the quarterback. Same thing with Chris. Like,
Yep.
I'm not mad at Frank. Frank is actually having a good
No,
season.
you can't be mad at Frank. In my opinion,
Nope.
Frank is to football what Deontay is to boxing. Like
Yeah.
Deontay is undersized at fighting at heavyweight. Frank is undersized playing along the defensive line, and he makes plays and he tries to flash like he's just undersized. You know what I'm saying? He's tall and long, but he's not bulky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's just undersized. But when he can use that speed to get pressure, like he's there, he's shooting the gap. We seen it today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That one play where he stopped the running play. Yeah, he did it really, and he did it a few times. You know, Frank is really good at dissecting the run, so I'm not really too much worried about Frank. Frank is actually having a decent season this year. I'm not mad at Frank Clark. Like I said, once we get Willie Gay back, that run defense will be way better. McDuffie back. And you know, this offense continues to grow how it's been growing. You know, Juju getting more comfortable, MVS getting more comfortable, Sky Moore getting more comfortable. Then I'm not worried about it. I just want the only thing is we just need a little bit more consistency from the running game. That's it.
Yep.
Just more consistency from the running game.
I agree.
And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Like I said, this loss, it sucks. You don't want to lose, especially to a team like Buffalo, because it's bragging rights. You know, you want to be like, we still beat y'all. Y'all did all this mess.
Right.
But we can still say that from a standpoint of y'all got all these pieces and it still took y'all a Patrick Mahomes interception with him with the ball in his hand with a minute left. So
while we have injuries too.
Yeah. So it's all good. So, well, fellas, that's all I got today, man. Y'all got anything else?
Well, it's gonna be a long week. I got the Knicks coming up on Tuesday night, so
good luck with your Knicks.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of luck, but
you are.
You guys need to
try to.
I better try to tank for what's the dude name? Biba, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Or Scoop, whatever.
Don't do that to that kid.
Hey man,
don't do that to that young man.
Hey man, hey.
He don't have a vet there. He don't have a vet there to show him how to be a vet. Man, come on, that's a disaster, bro. In New York, put that kid in New York. Come on, dog.
That would.
Bro.
Come on.
I think Utah's all in, so they're gonna get him.
You got a 7 a.m. shoot around, and you've been out since 4 o'clock in the morning. Come on, young man. Come on.
Or you can get you get the other kid, Scoop, whatever his name is. I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I need to leave these rookies alone out in New York. Y'all ain't good for them. y'all stick to free agency. Don't draft draft around. Just go sit down somewhere and have a couple drinks. Don't do nothing with no rookies in New York, please. Knicks, leave these damn rookies alone, please, will you? Hey man.
Well, no free agents want to go.
Exactly. We got to get players somehow.
We gotta get them while they getting hot, man. Gotta get
go down to go to Rutgers Point and get you a couple of people. You know what I'm saying?
Go down
there.
You want to play the Knicks?
Yeah, go ask around for Skip to my Lou or something. Y'all don't need no rookies, man. Just stay where y'all at, New York, please.
Well, I think they're gonna get your boy, man. They're gonna get him. He's coming to New York. All their suffering was made for him, for the Knicks fans to finally get the guy that they want.
They won't even tank.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the 10th seed.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the playoffs.
Play in, lose the first game,
and screw it all up.
And stay in Nick Hale. That's what it's gonna be. New York Nick Hale. No offense, dog. We boys, dog. We see eye to eye with the Jayhawks. Where somebody up there don't agree. But
Mizzou,
I got to the Knicks, bro. I
got a confession. I'm not really a Mizzou fan. I'm more of a UMKC fan. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Yeah.
I respect that.
You know,
absolutely.
So absolutely. I'm more of a UMKC fan. You know, that's
why. Absolutely.
But whatever, man. Y'all Kansas fans, whatever. It was good while it lasted, right?
It was, man. It was fun. Yeah. I enjoyed myself.
felt good to feel like
yeah.
you
Held
on
us
top of
over
the
the
college world.
basketball
Huh?
season at least this time around.
It felt real good to talk grimy and greasy to people. What? We ranked. I don't know what y'all talking about. We got an ass in the ranking.
We got game day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it felt good. They should do a 30 for 30 for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 30 for 30. When Kansas thought they was going, well, they was going places. They ended it all in one game.
They call it clipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, just terrible, man.
Hey, man, it's all good.
They'll be back next year, though.
My man Kobe Bryant snapped his leg last week.
That was terrible.
He over there convulsion. They trying to make the man walk. Like, damn,
that was terrible.
Doing?
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
That was terrible. I hope he come back.
But hey, man,
10 times better, man.
But like I said, man, y'all always got basketball, man. Ain't y'all doing late night hoops or something?
I don't know.
Y'all gonna put the banners down?
Listen,
and all that stuff?
I think they already did that.
I was enjoying this football.
Oh, they did that Friday?
Yeah.
No, okay. Friday night, y'all let the banners down. Y'all good, man.
Hey, man, I was enjoying this football. Okay, it's been a long time since the Jayhawks football team has been ranked. So I think you got to go back to like what Mark Mangino.
Wasn't Tyrese y'all quarterback?
Yep.
Todd Reese. Yep.
Yeah, I remember them years.
Yeah,
that's when we had what's his name as our quarterback. Missouri had their quarterback,
Chase Daniel,
Chase Young. So those were the days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, fellas, man, it's been real. It's been good, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I always appreciate y'all coming on, rocking with me, talking Chiefs, even if it's a loss, win, whatever. We always gonna be here for Chiefs Kingdom to give them therapy for the next
game. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to them off the ledge because Chiefs Kingdom, man, y'all. Woo!
They're wilding out there. They were.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So it's gonna be a long week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long week.
Long, cold week.
I'm about to pull up to Undisputed and go punch Skip Bayless in his face.
Something. Yeah. Hey, Skip.
That's all right. I think the Cowboys are getting smoked right now. So
last I checked, they was only down 10, and Philly lost Lane Johnson for the night. And Micah Parsons started killing them. The minute Lane Johnson went out, Dan Quinn put him over there in that spot, and he just started whooping that right tackle's ass.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Philly need to get it together.
Yep. Quick.
All right. If you are a first-time listener of the Arrowhead Chief podcast and you want to just listen to us on the audio instead of, watching us live on YouTube or whatever, you can find us on all streaming platforms, whether it be Stitcher, Breaker, Apple, Google, Anchor, wherever you listen to your podcast at, Arrowhead Chief Podcast is on there. And if you want to follow us, now it's not up there right now because Ty is right there. But if you want to follow us on social media, you can find us at AH Chief Podcast. It's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can find us on all 4 platforms. Follow us. We'll follow you back. Because, Clarence, what's our motto?
We're not Hollywood.
Yeah, man. We not Hollywood over here. We fans just like y'all. And we just want to interact with the different fans. I don't care about the Braves. You know what I'm saying? We just want to interact with different fans, get y'all feedback, and bring y'all the best content that we can bring y'all when it comes to Chiefs Kingdom. All right. So, all right, y'all. See y'all on Tuesday where we preview the game against the 49ers. And hopefully we can, get this W next Sunday.
It's gonna happen. Like you know, I appreciate the Niners, so trust me when I tell you, Chiefs Kingdom, like it's gonna be what you expect it to be. It's gonna be business as usual for the Chiefs.
Yeah, because The Niners just lost to the Falcons. Hey, we gotta start talking about the Falcons.
No. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
We're gonna start talking about the Falcons. The Falcons may
Don't
not be.
do that. Don't do that.
No, listen.
Don't do that.
Listen.
No, Chris, don't do that.
Listen.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. They beat the Niners today in Atlanta, and all they did was run the football and keep them off the field. So when Jimmy had to come back out there, he had to try to make deep throws. That was it. Atlanta's not what you think they are.
But Atlanta's been giving people problems all year. They should have
okay.
probably won last week. Tampa Bay
Against Tampa.
Tampa should be on a 4-game losing streak right now, probably.
But that's because Tampa is garbage.
But what do you think the Falcons are?
They high garbage too. They're not a good team. That's just what I'm telling you. The Falcons ain't. Look,
I agree, Christine. I agree.
Yeah, 5-2.
I agree, Christine.
No,
Yeah, but you know who y'all need to be paying attention to? The boys in the Big Apple, both teams.
Yeah.
The Jets and
that
the Giants.
I agree with. Yeah.
I'll tell you something. They playing. They playing.
Brees Hall.
Yeah, Brees Hall, he a baller. And then Saquon.
Saquon back.
Mike Kafka calling the plays.
Yeah. They beat the Ravens today, man.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Ravens, they need to fix their second half adjustments.
Yeah.
Whatever they doing.
For real.
And Lamar Jackson didn't have a good second half. He threw some bad picks today.
He did. He made some bad throws.
Made some bad picks.
Shout out to the Giants, though, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to the Giants. Shout out my boy Stan, man. He's a Giants fan.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a minute since they could hang their heads high. You know what I'm saying? They season normally over after the third week. Like,
yeah.
Shout out
September.
to them, man. Danny Dimes, not the Danny Dimes that we used to seeing. Like,
he ain't making them dumb mistakes.
It might be Philly and the Giants to determine the NFC East. Dallas may be on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree. We'll see when they get Dak back.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
And they changed the plays back. And then they made,
they're going to change some damn plays back.
Instead of running the football, they're going to throw it 60 times.
We got our quarterback back.
Let's air it out. So now, but yeah, we'll see, man. Still a lot of season left, baby. It's still a lot of season left, and we still good. The Chargers are still charging. They're probably gonna lose to the Broncos 7-3 tomorrow.
Right. It's real.
So it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
If only the team we got to worry about in our division is the Broncos or the Chargers or whoever. I'm not scared of the Bengals. Not scared.
I don't know if I can say that yet.
Man, everybody is doing what everybody is doing what they did to us last year, playing too high safety.
Yeah,
saying Jamar Chase, you are not going to beat us. We're going to make you run the football, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want to run the football
with Joe Mixon. That's what I'm saying.
Because I wish
they won't.
Because I'd be mad as hell if we had Joe Mixon and Andy Reid ain't running him. I'm like, man, you don't give the ball to Joe Mixon.
Right.
That offensive line is still very suspect too.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
My man Burrows is spooked. He was on a podcast and somebody did something and he jumped like.
Yeah, I see that. Somebody looked at him, he's like,
my man is seeing ghosts and he ain't on the field.
He even said that there's been games where he's completely forgot what happened in the second half of the game.
Dang.
That's sad.
On that podcast.
That's sad, dog.
He's gonna be David Carr.
Yep.
Be on NFL Network talking about the games.
Yep. That's for real though.
Like that.
They don't
care about the trash, dog.
And you know what's gonna be crazy? It's gonna get worse because next year, guess who want to get paid? T. Higgins. They ain't gonna pay him. They ain't gonna pay him, man.
Not with that cheap owner.
Tyler Boyd, he probably gonna want to get paid too. Yep. He's gonna be going too. And this is gonna be him and Jamar Chase and some rookie. And a rookie.
And a rookie. You're absolutely right. Hopefully they keep going.
Yeah. All right, All right, fellas, man. It's been cool, man. But I got to get up on out of here. I'll check y'all on Tuesday, man. We'll talk about this 49ers game. All right. I'm going to try to I think I'm going to have a guest on, but I'll let you know.
That's what's
I'll
up.
let you know. They hit us up. So
Okay.
we might have a guest on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What happened to his feet?
Yeah. I was like, what happened?
What happened?
You dropped out is what happened.
Oh, I said until then, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Peace. We gone.
Peace.